So, Mr. Hesh, what is the 20% Project?
So about 10 years ago, I did a book study about the Google 20% Project, and I kind of did it as a pilot just to see what would happen if my ACE class used 20% of their time in the 10-10 class to work on something that motivated them to make the world, their communities better. And I tried it the first year just to see what would happen, and the projects were incredibly impressive. Like the amount of depth that these kids went into to try to change the community, the differences that they made was just outstanding and impressive. And every year, like I sit at the beginning of the year and I think, okay, should I do this again? Should we do the 20% project again? And every year, like they come up with just amazing projects that benefit themselves and the communities. And the results are impressive, but really the thing that I like the most about the project is the fact that it teaches real world problem solving skills. Because a lot of times they have an idea, they try to move forward with it, and they come in contact with obstacles. Well, now that you come in contact with the obstacles, what do you do now? Like, what do you do to solve that problem? And a lot of times in schools, we don't necessarily teach the problem solving skills. Get an assignment, you're done, you move on. And with this one, you got to keep moving forward, or you've got to find another way around. And so the fact that they consistently come up with these results and solve these problems in these ways, I think it's one of the best things that I've done here, or as an educator in my career.
What are some projects that have stood out to you over the years?
A few years ago, there was a 5K race, and two of the students held a 5K race. At the time, I was a little younger, a little more spry, and I actually did the run. But they ended up taking, I can't remember exactly how much money it was, like maybe $300, and two cars full of pet supplies down to the local SPCA. One year, these two girls did a coffee shop. There was a charity auction in the multi-purpose room a couple of years ago that earned, I think it was over $500, and I can't remember exactly what the charity was, but they filled the NPR with people, and they did this charity auction. And then just recently, the bingo night was impressive. Like, those two girls did 2 nights of bingo and filled that room, and people were asking for more bingo nights after that.
And we're going to meet those kids a little bit later. Thank you, Mr. Hesh.
Yep.
What was your 20% project?
So Liliana and I decided to do a bingo night, and we did it November 15th through the 22nd.
We decided to do it to bring family and friends together to enjoy a stress-free game. We ended up raising $164, which we sent to the American Cancer Society charity.
Go.
Alright, so for our 20% projects, we did, on the 21st of December, we did a Christmas-themed volleyball tournament for $5, and we raised money for the SPCA.
We raised $220 for the SPCA.
And the point of the project was to help the community. We wanted to bring people together for the holidays and have some fun playing volleyball.
Yes, sir.
So what was your 20% project?
We hosted a Grinch movie night in order to fundraise money for the organization Toys for Tots.
About 38 people attended and we raised $272.
This event brought our whole community together and many families decided to come together.